Hi everyone, and welcome to another video. About 33 years ago or so, during a dark point in my life, I wrote a kid's storybook. For many years, people have been saying to get it published, and I never did. I have now done so, and have put the link to the option to purchase it as an ebook in the comments below. I will post the ISBN number here. My shoes keep eating my socks. Author David Coker, also known as nzbeeker. My shoes keep eating my socks. One sunny afternoon, David trudged home from school with his shoulders slumped and his face a bit scrunched up, as though he'd eaten a sour lemon. His shoes were heavy, and his socks, well, they were on a bit of an adventure of their own. Not again, David muttered to himself, pulling at the sock that had mysteriously slipped down into his shoe for the third time that day. It was like his shoes had decided they were hungry and were gobbling up his socks for a snack. He tried to pull the sock back up, but no matter what he did, the sock just slipped down and vanished into the shoe again. Why do my shoes keep eating my socks? He wondered aloud. By the time he got home, he was feeling rather upset. His mum noticed straight away. "Hello, love," she said, giving him a quick hug. "Why the long face?" "I don't know, Mum," David sighed, sitting down at the kitchen table. "My socks keep getting eaten by my shoes, and I don't know why." He kicked off his shoes with a huff, as if they were the troublemakers. "And I don't even know how to tie my laces properly." His mum smiled, a knowing look on her face. "Well, I think I know what the problem is. It's not that your shoes are hungry, but rather that your laces are untied. If they're not tied properly, your socks can slip down into your shoes. How about we try learning to tie your laces together?" David looked at his shoes, then at his mum. "But I don't know how to tie them," he said, feeling a bit embarrassed. "They always seem to get all knotted up." "Not a problem," his mum said. "We'll take it slow and steady. First, we need to make 2 bunny ears." She showed David how to cross the laces over each other to make 2 loops. "Now let's pretend these are bunny ears. Can you see them?" David nodded and tried to follow along, a bit wobbly with his fingers. "Next, 1 bunny ear has to go under the other bunny ear," Mum explained gently. "And then we pull tight." David gave it a go, carefully threading the laces as his mum had shown him. It was tricky, and he had to ask her for help a few times, but after a few tries he managed to tie his first bow. "I did it!" David exclaimed, his eyes lighting up. "Look, Mum! My shoes are tied." "Well done, David," Mum said with a proud smile. "Now let's see if it helps your socks stay put." David slipped his shoes back on, feeling quite pleased with himself. He took a few steps around the kitchen, waiting for the telltale feeling of his socks slipping down. But to his surprise, they stayed exactly where they should be, snug and cozy inside his shoes. "I can't believe it," David said, bouncing up and down. "My shoes aren't eating my socks anymore," Mum chuckled. "That's the magic of tying your laces properly. Now, your socks will stay where they belong, and your shoes will stay nice and tidy." From that day on, David was never troubled by hungry shoes again. He tied his laces every morning, making sure his socks stayed comfy and his shoes stayed in place. And whenever anyone asked how he did it, he proudly told them the secret: bunny ears. And whenever he looked down at his shoes, David couldn't help but smile, knowing he had solved the mystery of the hungry shoes once and for all. The end. Author David Coker, also known as nzbeeker. There is also a novel published at the same place, and will convert that to MP3 also. But that will take more work and more time. Check back here later on for this one. P.S. In doing this, I have found a couple of spelling mistakes which have been corrected here.